Hey, let's talk about the Royal Rumble match with you and Randy Orton just a couple of weeks ago as we speak. It was very interesting. Obviously,
I loved it.
I'm still in the business. I mean, I'm out of the business, but I'm in it.
And anytime
I'm
you
still
can
a
say
fan.
something's interesting after seeing what you've seen, that's good.
But you guys, I think it's a matchup that they've seen a lot, and all of a sudden, they maybe they wanted a little bit more Daniel Bryan or whatever. Was heading into the Royal Rumble, and so there you are, the top guy with another top guy, two premier hands, and the audience is going absolutely crazy with the cat calls of different names, and you guys in there trying to tell you a story. Man, I don't hear very well, but you put me in a squared circle that's 20 by 20, I can hear a mouse fart way up there at row 100. Yeah. And so when you're in there, you do something to elicit a response. Based on that response, you proceed accordingly.
Sure.
All of a sudden, when that crowd's not giving you that feedback, what was going through your mind? I mean, I know you've been there way more times than I have. So what's going through your mind when something like this is happening?
Debatable, but oftentimes you find in certain cities, certain circumstances, certain audiences, the audience after WrestleMania, the day after WrestleMania. Anytime, sometimes we go to Toronto, sometimes we go to Montreal, an audience for the Royal Rumble. It is the most diehard WWE collection of the universe that we get.
Right.
And amazingly enough, disinterest is silence. It's absolute silence.
Right.
When you see people walking up to the concourse to go get nachos and a beer,
right,
that's when you got to reevaluate yourself as a professional.
Right.
But if they're just blatantly cat call after cat call after cat call, a lot of the nights, I've often said this, the WWE Universe is our biggest superstar. Because if you film our show in an empty arena,
right,
it's not as exciting.
Right.
But with all that chaos going back in the crowd, and our audience likes to be involved, like chants can spread like wildfire.
Right.
So if you get a group of 1,000 that starts chanting one thing, pretty soon the whole arena is going to be chanting. And as a professional, when all those chants have nothing to do with you, I even think there was a "We Want Divas" chant or an "End This Match" chant. But through all that, through the 30-minute cat call episode that we had, there were undeniable moments where people regained interest in what we were doing.
Right.
And in those circumstances where the audience wants to be the star of the show,
right,
it's best to just let them be the star of the show.
Right.
That's it. I mean, I wish I could have a magic hat and produce Daniel Bryan to whip both of our asses and save the day. But the company has a plan. That wasn't on the plan that night. And so it's Randy and I out there doing the best we can to give the audience what they want. And when they completely just don't want to see you and see another guy, at least they're telling you they don't want to see you. It's not, well, let's go get a T-shirt.
Right.
And that's the biggest thing. I always, years of dealing with the mixed response has kind of ingrained that in my head. The one time you really need to be worried is when they go up and get a T-shirt.
Right.
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right, go ahead.
The STF. Is that what it's called?
Step over, toe hold, face lock it.
Yes. You got to snug that thing up for me. Please?
I'll do my best.